Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What's going on, entertainment? So time coming to y'all with another Hollywood Hot Topics. First thing we're going to get into, you guys, is Lizzo. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about this video, okay? Not gonna lie, when I heard of the Lizzo thing, I didn't believe it. I just didn't believe it. I said, this is cap. They're trying to cancel her. Somebody's after her. But then as more details started coming out, it looks like it's a lot more true than people are making it seem. I will say this though, I kind of hate how people are so quick to be like, oh, I knew she was like that. I knew she was like that. It's like, if you're so quick to say that, that shows me that you've been felt like that about her. Somebody who says, I knew, that means you felt like that. You're just waiting to say it. I can't stand up, I knew, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's real suspect to me. But she was accused of a lot of things, okay? They said she was firstly accused with 3 dancers that danced for her before, sued her for SA and a hostile work environment. It said illegal action includes accusation of SA, religious and racial harassment, discrimination, and false imprisonment. The singer is also accused of fat shaming and pressuring a dancer to touch a performer's breasts. Lizzo and others who are accused have been approached for comment. The singer has yet to respond publicly to allegations made in the case, which remain to be tested in court. I really do feel bad, though, because I could already know she's going to start losing a whole lot of opportunities if this isn't true. But if it is true, she sort of deserves it. We all know she's one of the things that she does television-wise. She appears a lot on RuPaul's Drag Race. They don't play that. So we know we're not going to see her anytime soon. Okay. They say the legal action filed in Los Angeles on Tuesday includes allegations the dancers were pressured into attending sex shows and interacting with the dancers between 2021 and 2023. See, this is the big mistake these celebrities make. Them workers are not your friends. That's why celebrities get messed up. They think that these people that they work for are their buddies, their Cookie Crunch girlfriends, so they go hang out with them to the bar, okay, get drunk, then a Cuda Brown, things go down. Next thing you know, you get hit with a lawsuit. Let me ever make it that big girl. You work for me. Bye. See you tomorrow. And no, let's go hang out, because people will be after you. I'm not saying they're lying, but I'm just saying that I'm talking in general at this point. People will finesse you into doing certain things just so that they could use it later on. That's why you really got to be careful. It said among the claims against Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa Vivian Jefferson. She got a black ass last name. Are that she pressured Miss Davis to touch the breast of a performer in a nightclub in Amsterdam, and Miss Davis, after resisting, eventually acquitted, fearing it may harm her future on the team if she didn't do so. Lizzo, who is known for celebrating her body and self-love, is also accused, along with dancer choreographer Tanisha Scott, of fat shaming Miss Davis on tour. Now, this is the part I didn't believe, was the fat shaming. The other stuff, I was like, oh, she probably did do that. The part that was like, was the fat shaming, because we all know Lizzo's all for the big girls. Okay, she do it for the big girls, big girls, big girls, big girls. So it's so hypocritical that she would try to criticize the big girls. So that's the part that I kind of found hard to believe. And I thought that she was really being coerced into giving whoever was accusing her of that money. That's what I thought at first. But then the details, yeah. They said Ms. Davis alleges the two question whether she was struggling with something as she seemed less committed to her role on the dance cast. The case details. In a professional dance, a dancer's weight gain is often seen as the dancer getting lazy or worse as a performer. Lizzo and Ms. Scott's questions about Ms. Davis' commitment to the tour were thinly veiled concerns about Ms. Davis' weight gain, the documents allege. Though never explicitly stated, the questions gave Miss Davis the impression that she needed to explain her weight gain and disclose intimate personal details about her life in order to keep her job, the legal documents say. Now, this goes deep than just saying, oh, girl, you got thick. Because that's what we thinking for just our ignorant people. We just think, oh, she probably said, oh, you get a little pudgy. No, this is going a little bit deeper because you're asking things that's intrusive. You're asking things that she's not required to tell you. If she's gaining weight, unless it's stated in the contract that, hey, you have to be this BMI, this, specific weight in order to continue dancing, that's the only way she would be legally asked her to be like, hey, what's going on? You've passed this weight or whatever. But it's hypocritical for somebody who's bigger, Lizzo, asking somebody, why are you gaining weight? That looks crazy and real bad. And it goes against her whole thing. It'd be one thing if this was a celebrity who was thin, worked out a lot or whatever, the best body shape doing this. It still would make it okay, but it would make more sense them getting accused of it. But Lizzo getting accused of all this stuff, that's why it's so shocking because she's so used to, promoting being big, being fat. Like she's big on that. So you doing this allegedly isn't going to be good for her career. This really, I think, will take Lizzo's career down because it not only attacks women, it attacks everything she stands for. Literally, she's for the big girls, the big girl champion. She's for the gays, the big girl champions. Those are the two groups and minority groups that she stands for. So this is going to wrap her career done. The case also alleged that the staff working for BGBT scolded dancers for unacceptable and disrespectful behavior while working on the tour without specifying what that behavior was. The dancers alleged that only the dance cast comprised of full-figured women of color were ever spoken to in this manner, giving the dancers the impression that these comments were charged with racial and fat phobicness. This one makes it even worse. Not only she's accused of, profiling bigger girls because they're gaining weight, she's accused of profiling girls that are black gaining weight. So that makes it's a double down on the accusations. That's what makes it even worse. It said additionally, it alleges that the dancers on the dance team's captain, Charlene Quigley, pushed her Christian beliefs on performers and derived those who engage in premarital sex. Now, Lizzo, you speak a lot about throwing Big Debbie cakes in your music. So the last thing that you would need is your dance captain shaming those throwing Big Debbie cakes in real life, because a lot of your songs speak of that, being free, sexually, loving your body. She is also accused of openly discussing one of the former dancers' virginity and posting about it on social media. Accusation including racial discrimination are also leveled at BGBT's management team. It alleges black members of the dance troupe were treated differently from the other members of the team. They were also accused of being lazy, unprofessional, and having bad attitudes. The case claimed these tropes often used to disparage and discourage black women and that the other dancers were not treated like this. Both Quigley and Scott have been contacted for comment by the BBC. Lizzo changes derogatory lyric after backlash. Lizzo plays ex-U.S. president's 200-year-old flute. Those are the two big articles and just titles that have happened to Lizzo in the past as of recent. So this story is the most recent one, of course, of her being accused of SA and fat shaming. The plaintiffs also alleged Lizzo and the production company team did not pay them fairly while on parts of Lizzo's European tour. They said that they were offered 25% of their weekly pay as a retainer during their time not performing on the tour. See, this is what I have the biggest problem with. Bitch, you playing with my money. Like, oh, no. The other stuff is bad, don't get me wrong, but like, you disrespecting them and you're allegedly playing with their money too? This really will be the end of Lizzo's career if she gets prosecuted of this. It's a wrap. It's a big wrap. Because one, nobody's going to want to work for her. Two, the people that will work for her will be given the side eye. So that'll prevent other people from wanting to work from her because of judgment from other people in the dance community. Certain production teams will not want to work with her if this is proven true because they'll feel like the behavior will continue. Even if she's proven not guilty, there's other people corroborating the story that's making it worse. This disappointed me, I'm not gonna lie. Because I thought like Lizzo was like, you feel me? Like, that's Lizzo. Like, she's so cool, you feel me? Like, she's so friendly, but you never know. Two of the three dancers involved in the legal action, Ms. Davis and Ms. Williams, met Lizzo in March 2021 while preparing to compete on the reality TV show Lizzo, Watch Out for the Big Girls, the legal action says. The third, Ms. Rodriguez, was hired later in May 2021 to perform in Lizzo's Rumors music video. Then she remained part of the dance troupe it adds. Ms. Davis and Ms. Williams were fired from the dance team while Ms. Rodriguez later resigned over the alleged treatment of her fellow colleagues. Lizzo is best known for hits as Truth Hurts, About Damn Time, Good as Hell, and To Be Loved. Okay? Now, when this came out, of course, it looked bad. It sounded bad. And if it's true, it's going to mess her up. But then another person spoke out about it. I said, damn, it's kind of crazy. When you see a celebrity going down, it happens in a matter of like a day or hours. It's never in a sporadic time frame. Like you hear something like today, and then 2 weeks later you hear something that kind of corroborates the story. No, it'd be like you hear somebody today, 2 hours later you hear something else. The next day you hear something else. And the next day after that, something else. Like, I'm like, oh, that's bad. That's real bad. Just like with the Lil Meech thing. Y'all saw how Lil Meech broke up with the girl with Summer. Next thing you know, the video footage leaks of him cheating. It's like a domino effect. So a filmmaker says she walked away from Lizzo's documentary because the singer was arrogant, self-centered, and unkind. It's giving The Idol, okay? This whole thing is just giving me, if you guys watch The Idol, this is giving me like a little inkling of The Idol. But except with this, Lizzo is the industry and the people that were working for her is Jocelyn. Y'all get what I mean? The girls that watch The Idol know exactly what I'm trying to say. So they said a filmmaker says she walked away from Lizzo's documentary because she was treated with disrespect. Sophia Neal Allison wrote in a statement that the singer was arrogant, self-centered, and unkind. She put in a Twitter statement, says that Lizzo demonstrated an abuse of power during their brief time together. She said in 2019, I traveled with Lizzo to be the director of her documentary. Why everybody getting a documentary now? You see the trend, Nikki starts. Let me stop. I'm just saying, everybody always doing a documentary now. I traveled a bit with Lizzo to be the director of documentary. I walked away after 2 weeks. I was treated with such disrespect by her. I witnessed how arrogant, self-centered she was. I was not protected and thrown into a shitty situation with little support. My spirit says, run as fast as you can. And I'm so grateful I trusted my gut. And she also adds that she felt gaslit and deeply hurt by Lizzo, but she did not specify what happened between her and the star. What I get from this is that she was probably trying to tell Lizzo some of the stuff that was going on is wrong, and Lizzo was trying to make it seem like she was tripping. That's what I get from this. Like, she probably saw some of the dancers being treated differently than other dancers, saw that some of her team was being treated differently than some of her other team members, and she probably was like, hey, this is happening. This is happening. And she's like, shut up, like, you're doing too much. Like, oh my God, you're so aggressive. What's wrong? And that's probably why she ended up quitting. Lizzo has still yet to say anything about this. And there's even more stuff that came out. So now, due to some of the claims of her bringing them down to the sex club, which, why are you going to the sex club with your dancers? I get it's all for having fun, but I'm telling y'all, nowadays, people be looking for the money. Let's say if she wasn't doing anything wrong, you never know if one of these dancers, set you up. So you got to be careful. So Lizzo, you're still at fault, regardless if you're proven guilty or innocent, because you shouldn't be finagling with your workers. your employees. I'm tripping. You get what I'm saying? That's the problem in itself. You ain't got no Hollywood friends.
Or kind of, it's Amsterdam, so we party.
Well, I saw what you did yesterday because I follow you on Instagram, and I saw on the Insta stories you were on the red light district.
Yeah, we were.
You were to the Casa Rosso.
Oh my God, how do you know that?
Because I lived for 4 years on the red light district, in the middle of the red light district, so I recognized a lot of places, and I saw that you saw a live sex show. Please tell me everything about the sex show.
It was people fucking, man. It was crazy. They were just doing it, but you know what? It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I went to the one show where it was like a couple, and they were like passionately making love.
It was really passionate?
It was really, they kissed. They kissed after, I'm not going to say what she did.
See, she was talking too much too. Oh my God, this is so bad. Like, I feel like, because it's like certain celebrities, you look at them like, I'm not going to say they're perfect, but like they're never going to do anything crazy that's going to make them look like fucked up. And she was one of them.
But I'm trying to go to the show where you eat the banana out the pussy. Which one is that?
This is a banana bar.
That's the banana bar?
Yeah, you
and they have the banana in the coochie?
And ping pong balls.
And you have to go, I got some rest finally.
This interview made it even worse because it kind of confirms to us that you be down at the steps clubs and the bathhouses, girl. Damn it. I do think, though, that she needs to put out a statement as soon as possible. I feel like she's waiting way too long. Too many time has passed by. You need to put a statement as of now, because all it's doing, the silence is just making you look even more guilty. Even though it may be, let's say, like a PR statement, some statement in general just needs to be put out so that way it can take away the guilt, or it could give us the fact that you're, acknowledging the fact that you may not have done the best things possible working with some of these girls. But you just being quiet, that's not going to be right. Like that's not doing her any favors at all. I don't know why her PR team is taking so long to put out a statement, to be honest. Like even just a general statement where you don't have to put too much detail into it. The timing is everything, okay? Because now the internet's on her ass. People that have had secret animosity towards this lady, they calling her all types of fat hoes. Candace Owen is probably lighting, sandwiches and celebrating, okay, and cheersing because of this. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's taking too long, okay? I am disappointed, though, very disappointed. Lorianne Gibson, girl, you're in danger, girl. Abby Leibich, they're coming for you next, okay? But I think this is like a lesson learned to people that kind of want to get in the industry so bad, because you really do not know what you're getting yourself into when it comes to working with some of these people that you guys idol, or these celebrities that you guys think are kind and nice, because it's all a facade. It's all a facade. And like me, I'm telling y'all, I ain't nobody. But like I experienced a little of some little things, and it's like it opens your eyes. You're like, damn, them girls ain't got money like that. Y'all broke for real, for real. Like, like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's you won't understand it until you experience it. And that's what people have a hard time grasping. Somebody can tell you, but until you see it and experience it, that's when it kind of makes you wake up. Okay. Next I want to get into, you guys, is Kylie. Kylie, you guys, dropped her Bratz dark collection, and I got an issue with this. Why is the Bratz that dark? Kylie don't even tan like this. That doll looks like a light-skinned black woman. It looks like she's been at the Jersey Shore. Gym tan laundry face ass. Too dark. That some of the dolls don't even look like, in my opinion, the only doll I feel like that looks like I keep saying Carly, that looks like Kylie is the one with the purple. And the only way I know that that's a Kylie doll is because of the outfit. That outfit is iconic with the purple puffs and everything like that. Everybody know that's Kylie wore that. But everything else, that just looks like a black doll. So what the fuck? Dad don't look like Kylie. 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 For all I know, that's Haley Bailey. Halle Bailey. I don't get it. And this is why people go in on the Kardashians, because we feel like they're taking our culture away from us. It's annoying. Okay? It's too tan. If they were going to make a doll like this with so much melanin, they could have used a celebrity that looks like a Bratz doll. Like Chloe Bailey. She could have got a Bratz doll. That would have been cute. Why Kylie? To me, a Bratz doll, she's not white. I'm sorry. Like Bratz dolls to me are not white. They look, in my opinion, Bratz dolls to me, they look like, the garage, okay? Like they're usually a little bit on the tanner side. They're just not pale white, usually. They have a little bit of tan on them. Some of them, a couple of them are like white, like a couple of them are lighter in skin. That's why this kind of confused me to see it, because there's certain dolls that are Bratz dolls that are way lighter than the ones that they gave to Kylie. Like for this one, let me show you guys right here. Like right here. You see how that Bratz doll is not that dark? This Bratz doll, not that dark. Bratz doll right here in the blonde, not that dark. Even this one in the middle, who it looks a little orange, not that dark. Why y'all making her that dark? And when we get mad at stuff like this, we're the issue. No, y'all made it too dark. The dolls are cute though. They just don't look like Kylie. Sorry. All right, next I want to get into, guys, is Tory. Tory's team wants him to be released from jail, placed on probation, and enrolled in a substance abuse program. Now, why would y'all put him in a substance abuse program when he doesn't have, I don't think, a substance abuse issue? He has an anger issue. He needs to be put in anger management. What the heck is a substance abuse? That's crazy. So now you guys are gonna blame it on substances for him to be that angry. Y'all know I'm Team Megan, so I don't care what y'all say. Okay, sorry, not sorry. I still feel like he did it. He had no remorse over it. It's one thing if he didn't have remorse over it, but I feel like he's still gonna stand on it to this day. I don't get it. I don't know why his legal team thinks this is even a right approach. He has now Casey Anthony's lawyer, Jose Baez. I guess this is his drastic approach to get him out the clinker, but I don't think it's going to work. Okay? A lot of you guys do miss Tory Lanez, not just because you guys miss his personality, you guys miss his music. You guys want some of that Tory Lanez bought music because he does make good mixes. I cannot take the man's talent away. I think Tory Lanez is one of the most talented musicians. Not in this, I wouldn't say in this era, but in this sort of generation. He is. The man knows how to make some good tracks. So the fact that all this happened is even tragic, because he is talented. You can't take that away from him at all. He's just not smart. All right. Last thing I want to get into, y'all. They're doing before I'm gonna do one last thing before that, but they're doing this show. I recapped the first season of it, and it was called Special Forces Celebrity Edition Season 1. And now they got Season 2. And now these are some of the cast members that we got. We got JoJo Siwa is on there. Black China is on there. Okay. Do you guys want me to recap it? Let me know. Let me know if you guys want me to recap it. The trailer did look really, really good. I could never do a show like this. I feel like with my luck, I would be unalived in that show. So these celebrities are bolder than I am, to be honest. And also Tom from Vanderpump Rules is going to be on there. Look at Black China. Black China's over here looking like Angela, okay? This is the trailer right here, and where we see JoJo almost fall to her death, okay? That's why I will never do a show like this.
These celebrities are about to find out.
Let's go!
The cold will kill you in minutes.
I'm a lot stronger.
Two of you will remain at the end of this course.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I want to get punished.
This is hell on earth.
See? Nah, it's enough for me. If y'all want me to recap it, I will recap it. Just let me know in the comments. Down below. Okay. Robin did clap back at Nene for calling her starless. I talked about this in the last video. This is the thing. You and Giselle are starless. My opinion on them being stars, if you have to use other people's storyline and commentate on it in order to be a star, you're not a star. You use their storylines and as y'all storyline. How, like, that's crazy to me. Giselle has never had her own solid storyline in ever. Every time it's either somebody's husband, somebody's relationship that she's meddling in. It's never her own separate situation that she got going on. That's interesting. That's what makes her not a star. Say what you want about Kenya. Kenya started drama with a whole lot of people during her time on Housewives, but she also always had her own thing going on. It might not have been a real boyfriend. It might have been a fake boyfriend, but it was always something interesting and messy going on in her personal life that made her a star. You, Robin, boring. You've always been boring. And then Giselle, what I just explained is what Giselle does. Never had her own personal interest in storylines. So to me, she's always been boring. She's a producer. She needs to go behind the camera. So Robin will clap back. She said, speaking for myself only, she's right. I'm not a star. I'm a regular person. I mean, who just happens to be on a reality TV show. Like, I was just talking to Juan. Like, I'm talking to Juan. I'm so glad he's not here. So no offense taken at all. Like, I do find it strange that I'm even mentioning that conversation though. Like, that's crazy. Y'all know how Robin talked. Even her response was boring. They brought you up because you guys are the other Black ensemble cast that's on Bravo. That's why you guys got brought up. Not just for no random reason. Like, the fuck? Don't act dumb. All right. Let me know what you guys think down below about these topics. Do you guys think Lizzo is actually guilty of the things that she was being accused of? Okay. Leave your comments down below. We out, babies.
No personal thing.